Hey guys, how's it going? And in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to install the serial version of Quantum Espresso on Ubuntu, that is basically Linux. So in order to install Quantum Espresso, what you need to do is you need to download it. So just head over to the homepage of Quantum Espresso, that is quantum-espresso.org, and as you can notice here, the most recent version of Quantum Espresso is 6.4.1. So just head over to the download section, and if you scroll down a little bit, then you will notice that they offer these binary packages, the source packages, that is on these two links, that is the GitHub link as well as the GitLab link. However, you can also download the binary package by heading over to this website, that is Advanced Software Corp, etc., and maybe some more links are here for the binary packages. However, I wouldn't recommend to do so, because when you download the source packages, you have the added advantage of having you can modify the source files and then compile it for your particular PC using the libraries that you want, and thereby giving you an edge over the binary packages. And most of the time the binary packages for Linux, if you download a pre-compiled binary package, then that may not even work, as I found with the case of the binary packages provided by Advanced Software Corp. Anywho, so just head over to either of these links and and you can notice that the recent version of Quantum Espresso, that is 6.4.1, here on the GitHub page, and then head over to the download section, or you can download it from the GitLab page by just heading over to here. And for Linux, you'd be better off by downloading the tar.gz file. However, I'll just go ahead and download it from this page, that is GitHub, and this one, so QE 6.4.1 release package.tgz. So just click on that and save it on your PC. Okay, so the download is finally finished. Now you might have noticed that I'm using a Windows PC right now. So how is this tutorial about a Linux installation? Well, don't worry, because I'm just using it to download the package, because I was having trouble with my Mozilla Firefox browser on my Ubuntu virtual environment. So I just headed over to Windows to download it. So anywho, I'll just go ahead and copy it to my Linux environment. Okay, so here it is. So here is the file that I just copied. So here is the 6.4.1 version. So just right click on it and extract it by clicking on extract here. However, you can also use a terminal command, which you can see on your screen right now. So here it is. And also you should extract it wherever you want it to be installed, because that is exactly the location where it will be installed. So I just wanted to install it in my home directory, so I just extracted it here, and then go ahead and open it, and then you have QE 6.4. And here you can see all the files belonging to the Quantum Espresso package. So now you will need to open the terminal and head over to this directory where you have these Quantum Espresso files. So I just installed them in my home directory, so they are here. So I'll just change my directory to that, and then you can see that all these files are over here. So I'm in the right directory, and then you need to run /configure. So just go ahead and click on enter. Now what this command does is it basically looks at your system and tries to find out all the files that were there, and tries to see what kind of installation it should perform, which libraries or which softwares it should use. And as you can see here, that I got an error, that is there is no Fortran compiler in my system, so I need to install that before I can continue installing Quantum Espresso. So that is the need of the /configure command. It basically detects the system settings. So in order to install Quantum Espresso, Fortran, what you need to do is you need to enter sudo apt get install Fortran, I guess, and then hit enter, password, and then just wait for it to install. Okay, maybe I should try Fortran here. Fortran wasn't found. Suggested packages. Alright, so I guess this would be correct, so just say yes and wait for it to download and install. Okay, so now that Fortran is installed, we are ready to run the configure command again and wait to see what happens. Okay, so this time you get a success message, and it also states it has not been able to detect a parallel environment, but that is okay because in this tutorial I'll just be showing you a basic installation, so we are only going to install the serial version. So the next thing what you need to do to install the serial version is just run the command make and the name of the Quantum Espresso package that you want to install. So I'm not sure if package is the right word, but what I mean to say is, Quantum Espresso comes with a variety of functionalities. So there is a PW, this one. So there is a PW package that can be used to perform SCF calculations, NSCF calculations, and even band structure and density of states calculations. Then you can perform a variety of more calculations using the post-processing tools, and all that. This is a newer version of Quantum Espresso, so it has an HP package, which is, I believe, for Hubbard corrections or something like that, and all that, and phonon calculations, etc. So what you need to do is you need to write make PW. So what that will do is it will create a binary in a folder called bin. So right now there is no folder called bin here. However, once I run this command, it will create a folder called bin, and that would be a pw.x binary, which can be used to run Quantum Espresso input files regarding SCF calculations. And similarly, if you want to install all the functionalities of Quantum Espresso at once, then you should better just give the command make all. However, we'll just give the command make pw for the sake of this tutorial right now. And let me also tell you that it would take pretty long time. So I just run the command, and I guess it will take around 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm not really sure. So I'll just pause the tutorial, or maybe I'll just fast forward it. So just wait for it to install right now. Okay, so the compilation is finally complete, and if everything went well, if you head over to the bin folder, then you'll notice a number of .x files. So these are the binary executable files that have been compiled on your own PC using the system settings on your particular system. So now you have the pw.x file that we wanted. So now, in order to check whether this installation was accurate or basically working or not, so we'll just run a quick sample calculation. So I'll provide a link to a QE sample input files such as this. It would be a .zip file, so you'll have to extract it. However, so in this directory, what you will have is you will have a pseudo potential that is basically needed to perform any Quantum Espresso input file. Input calculation. And then there are two input files. One is for the geometry optimization, that is opt.in, ops.in, and another is scf.in, which is basically useful for performing an SCF calculation, which basically returns the 0-point energy, the magnetic state, the energy eigenvalues, etc., homo gap, all that kind of stuff. So I won't be explaining what these input files are about or how they are made in particular in this tutorial, because I have already made separate tutorials for that, how to create these input files. However, for the sake of checking your installation, what you can do is you can just straight away download this from the link in the description down below, and then just run using the commands that I now tell you. So in order to run this input file, what you'll need to do is you'll need to head over to the terminal, and you'll need to head over to this particular directory which contains the input file. So just go back to your home directory and then cd QE and now we are in the directory that contains all the input files as well as the pseudo potential. And if you read the input file, then you can notice that the pseudo potential is mentioned here, the name of the pseudo potential. However, now we also need to provide the correct location for the pseudo potential. So here what I'll just do is I'll put a dot, because the pseudo potential is in the same directory as the input file. So the scf dot input directory has the pseudo potential also, so I'll just put dot, and I'll create one more directory that is useful for the storage of the temporary input files. So here is that. So now in order to run the calculation, it's all pretty basic. What you need to do is you'll need to um, enter the address of the pw.x binary that you just compiled in the previous step. So in order to get that, what we can do is we can quickly head over to the directory where we install Quantum Espresso and head over to bin, and then just drag and drop pw.x here to get its address. So you will have the address of the pw.x binary or the executable, and you will have it within single quotes. So that is really important. And then you'll write down the name of the input file within triangular brackets, so that would be scf.in within triangular brackets, and then the name of the output file. So let's just call it scf.out and then hit enter. So now as you can notice that the calculation is going on. So if we head over to the directory which had the input file scf.in, then you will notice now there is a file called scf.out. So if you just open that, then you will notice that there is now text in it, and it provides some useful information such as which version of Quantum Espresso is running, when did the job start, how to cite Quantum Espresso, which version of Quantum Espresso is running. So in this tutorial I'm showing you how to run the serial version, so that is it. Then it started reading the input, then the dimensions of the atomic species, the K points, etc., the name of the pseudo potential that is being used, and then other information that it read from the input file such as the Bravais lattice parameters, etc., etc., the lattice factors, the reciprocal axis, and all that stuff. And here you can notice the K points at which the energies are going to be evaluated, and then how much RAM is going to be used per dynamical per process. So since it is a serial version, so there's a single process, so only 100 megabytes of RAM is being used, and then the SCF iterations. So till now 3 iterations have been done. However, if we head on to the terminal, what we can notice is that the calculation is now complete. And if we just reload this page, and if we head over to the end of the file, hold on a second. So if we head over to the end of the file, then you can notice something like end of self-consistent SCF calculation. It took about 43.8 seconds, and then the energy values for a particular K point. So for this K point, we have these energy values for different bands, and then for spin down, and you can also notice the total magnetization, that is 4.67 Bohr's magnetron per unit cell, which comes at about 2.2 or 2.3 Bohr magnetron per atom of Fe, I guess, since there are only 2 atoms in this unit cell, and then the forces as well as the stress. So, and in the end you will see how much time each process took, and there will be a message like job done, and this job was terminated at this time. And if we come back to the terminal, we are also getting a warning sign, which I haven't really got before, but that is also because I haven't really used the 6.4.1 version before. Till now I've been only using 6.2, so I'm not really sure what this means. However, the calculation completed perfectly fine. So that is basically it. That is how you perform a compilation / installation of Quantum Espresso on your PC. However, till now we have only installed the PW package. So in order to install the complete Quantum Espresso packages, and you will have to give the command make all when you are in the directory where you know unzipped or extracted Quantum Espressos. You will just give the command make all. However, it will take a lot of time, around 30 minutes I guess at the least. And however, if you have a powerful PC, then that could be really short. So, and I've also shown you guys how to perform some sample calculations. I'll also leave the links to these sample calculations as well as the download links in the description down below, and any other information that I think you'll find useful. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and in the next tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to install Quantum Espresso in parallel on a Linux/Ubuntu PC. That's it. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.